Change and time in the logical framework matrix. How do we perceive them? What could be interesting for the ROM focal point when he looks at the logical framework matrix would be to first focus on the results through the results chain. But often people have different views on how to look at them. But why? Because a series of notions linked to our culture are implied in this results process, especially the notion of change and of time. Let's focus on how we perceive change. For example, a person from a European culture would have a linear perception of change. Change is seen as a cause and effect relationship. On the other hand, a person from an Asian culture might have a circular perception of change. Change is seen as cyclical and an evolving relationship between conditions and consequences. Let's focus on how we perceive time. For example, a person from an African culture might perceive time through a framework where flexibility and uncertainty are answers to the ever-changing context. On the other hand, someone from a North America European culture might perceive time as linear, planned in a consequential manner, one thing leads to another. So when we prepare or use the logical framework matrix, we should be aware and take into consideration these different cultural notions of change and time to better understand the context of our actions. How? The InCA compass might help us with simple questions to bear in mind. For example, how change and time are perceived by local partners and stakeholders? Are there any discrepancies between the notion of change and time mentioned in the logical framework matrix and that of the cultural reality of the action? How might we co-create a common perception of change and time to align our operational partnership?